going on, you guys? It's your boy, Nick, Lowboy, coming at you guys. Today is Monday, April 24th, 2017. I actually got the date right. You know, you will never know how many times I re-record these damn shots because I fuck up the date. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, so, alright, let's give you guys, I'm going to first give you guys a rundown of what this video is going to be. First, I'm going to go ahead and put in, and just do how to calculate your macros and how you guys would use those to, you know, lose some weight. From there, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a small explanation of where the fuck I've been at the last couple of weeks, because I feel like it's been a while since I put up a video, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the information part. Alright, so first things first, when you're calculating your macros, the very most important thing you guys have to do first is calculate your goals. A lot of people seem to either forget all about the goals or, you know, don't even associate it with, you know, weight loss and, you know, crap like that, because I mean that seems like two completely separate things. But the two are actually pretty, you know, fairly connected. The reasoning being is that if you don't calculate your goal, you don't know where you're trying to get to. Without knowing where you're trying to get to, you can't plan out an appropriate map or, you know, an appropriate time schedule. You know, so that's why you want to calculate the, you know, your goal first. With that too, when you're calculating your goal, you want to make sure that you're being extremely honest with yourself. You know, nobody knows you better than you, for the most part. At least I would think so. No one knows you better than you. So you want to, you know, be honest with yourself. You know, don't say some crazy shit like, oh yeah, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in 1 week, or I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. That's just not going to happen. And if it does happen, that's extremely unhealthy. Like, you know, Biggest Loser and whatnot, where they lose like, you know, 6 and something pounds, you know, a freaking day or whatever. Either one, fake, or two, not healthy at all. Actually, you can actually Google it right now, because there are plenty of contestants that's been on the show who say that since the show, they had, you know, tremendous health problems, because your body is not meant to lose weight that fast, or gain it that fast even. So, you know, you want to make sure you have a nice, legitimate, realistic goal that you can achieve in a timely manner. You know, so don't overdo it when setting your goals. That's the first step. Second step is just calculating your macros. A lot of people don't know the formulas for that, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys real quick. They're actually not that hard, but yeah, you can also Google this online. But I'm gonna put it in the description so you don't have to. But yeah, with this, keep in mind though, I am not a professional dietitian, nor am I a professional trainer. So, you know, whilst I feel the information I'm putting out there is accurate, because I have read it in multiple books from professional, you know, dietitians or fitness models and, you know, shit like that. I am not one of those. So if you hurt yourself, don't come suing me, because I'm not going to write you a check. It's just one of those things. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go through these formulas. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to calculate, see if I can, alright, if you guys can't see it, you'll see it in a second. Anyway, first thing you're going to calculate is your calories. The formula for that is going to be your current body weight times 15. And then that's going to give you your total. That's the first thing you're gonna want to calculate, because once you have your calorie total for the day, that number is actually going to plug into all the preceding formulas to follow. So from calories, you can do this in any order, because the only one that you have to do in order is the calorie one. Okay, now there we go, focus. The only one you actually have to do in order is the calorie one. The other ones, not so much, because they're all independent. Calorie is the only one that, you know, supplements the others. So after that, you're going to go ahead and calculate your protein. So for that, you're going to take your calorie total. I'm going to call it cal for short. Anyway, calorie total, you're going to multiply that times 0.4. And then that's going to give you your total protein. You know what? I'm going to put a P here. That way you guys can tell the difference. See? Yeah, so anyway. You know what? You guys didn't see all this. Anyway. So yeah, you're going to take your total calories, multiply that times 0.4. That's going to give you your total protein. Now, this is not your actual number because this is going to be extremely high. From here, you're going to divide this by 4. Then that's going to give you your total protein. Now from here, this final number, I always round it up. Like I know mine was 270, 77.5, rounded up to 278. Just for simplicity, and I mean, how the fuck are you gonna get half of a gram of protein? I mean, kudos to you if you do it, but fuck all that noise. Anyway, so from protein, you're gonna go ahead and calculate your carbs. So again, we're gonna take our total calorie number, gonna multiply that times 0.4. It's gonna give you your total carb, CA for carb, whatever. You're gonna divide that by 4, and that's gonna give you your total carb again and again. Round that up to the nearest number, or round that out to the nearest whole number. Yes, I didn't make a mistake. These two formulas are exactly the same. Your total protein and your total carb intake should be the same number. So from there, you're going to go ahead and calculate your fat. This is going to be your total calorie times 0.2. That's going to give you your total fat. And then you're going to divide that number by 9. And that'll give you your true total fat. And again, rounded out to the nearest whole number. So that's what these are. These formulas are. I know I have pretty bad handwriting, so I will go ahead and put this in the description, so that way you guys can, clearly see it without problem. So yeah, that's how you calculate that. Now, these numbers. Okay, so these numbers are funny because you'll have these numbers and you're gonna actually stick to these same exact numbers for about like 4 to 5 weeks, maybe 6, and then in most cases you'll actually notice that as soon as you start getting on this regular schedule, you're gonna start to lose weight. I know when I first started doing it, I lost weight really fast, and now it's started to slow down a little bit more. The leaner that I've gotten and whatnot. So, that's what you're gonna see when you start doing this. That's okay. I'm gonna explain to you in a minute why that is. But you're gonna stick to these same exact numbers for about 4 to 5 weeks, maybe 6 at the most. And then at that point, excuse me, at the end of those, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever, you'll reassess your body and see, okay, do I need to go a little bit lower? Am I okay with where I'm at? What's the deal? From there, then you would start talking about, cutting down numbers and whatnot. So, first things first, I will hold off on the cutting down on the numbers thing. Why does your body start to lose weight so fast, start to lose weight even though you're sticking on the same numbers? And I'm going to tell you right now, when you do calculate these numbers for your own weight, they are going to seem a little high, but something to keep in mind is, just something that I did that kind of got me over it was, I went to Subway website or whatever, because they have a nutrition calculator right there, and I ran the numbers on there. And just one sub sandwich, you'll see, what I'm saying, what the nutrients of it and all that kind of stuff is, and how high it is. And it'll kind of make these numbers seem a little bit more doable, especially if you're planning out your meals properly. So that's what I did. That got me over it. It was great. Shit, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so the reason why you start to lose weight like that is because your body starts getting into a pattern. Like with anything you do in your life, the more often you do it, the better you get at it in most cases. Your body works the same way. So it knows, okay, I'm gonna get, X amount of calories, X amount of protein, X amount of carbs, and it starts to use that better. As well as assuming that you're cleaning up your diet, meaning like you cut out pop and all that shit that's not really good for you. That's gonna help you out too. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're eating healthier, but by keeping to these numbers and getting your body in a rhythm, it starts to know, okay, I'm gonna get this many numbers. Okay, I need to use this energy or this much energy now, and I'm gonna get it refilled at such and such time, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So your body just gets better at using the energy that it has. When you start doing like influxes and stuff like that, it doesn't know should it use up all this energy or should it store it just in case for later. Again, I can go into a little bit more on that, but this is a beginner video, so the purposes of this video, just know that when you get in a rhythm, your body starts to do better. And that's why you're gonna start seeing weight loss when you start sticking to these numbers consistently week after week after week. Now, that normally is enough to get you, hopefully to get you to your weight goal, unless you're either extremely out of weight or under. Then you got to start doing some more stuff. But for like someone like in my physical stature, where it's like I wasn't too far out of the weight, but at the same time I hadn't really been working out. These couple weeks that helped me get down to close to where I want to get. It didn't get me there, but it got me close. Now, let's say you've been doing this for 5 weeks and you start to notice that your weight loss has become stagnant. What do you do? Alright, so from there, you're going to start dropping the numbers. Now, the thing that you need to be careful with is that you are not supposed to drop your macros by more than 8%. Once you start going over that 8% line, you start running the risk of getting sick, as well as sending your body into starvation mode, which is not good. And in some cases, it actually reverses the effect where you'll start to gain weight. Again, for purposes of this beginner video, I'm not going to explain how or why that happens. Just know that when you start to go over that 8% line of your total macros in general, you're going to start to hurt yourself. So you would take your total calorie count, multiply that by 0.08, then you take that 0.08, you subtract it from your total beginning number, and then you go ahead and run those calculations, and that'll give you a new macro count. Again, I'm not going to go ahead and show it on paper, just because I don't know how the hell I would illustrate that on paper. But I know how, but it'll be a mess. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put an annotation in the description, so that way you guys can see it clear and cut. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. I don't want to go into gaining just because one, it's nice out and I don't really feel like it's going to benefit anybody right now, because most people are trying to lose weight, as well as they probably should, being that it's summer body, right? And I feel like if I did a video on how to gain weight with these numbers, not many people will really get a good use out of it right now. And then when the season does come for when you need that, it'll be so far back in my backlog, in the videos, that it'll get forgotten about. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that out for another time. But that's how you calculate your macros, how you use them to start losing weight. And yeah, so just a little bit of extra stuff, some stuff that people I've told, here are your numbers, and also people who have seen me do this that then have questions is, one question that I was asked is, how do you actually track your macros? Pretty simple. you know that nutritional fact label on the back of anything you buy from a grocery store or whatever? You'll take the numbers from that, from serving sizes. Normally they do it by weight. Obviously, if it's a fluid, then they do it by fluid ounces, you know, all that kind of crazy chaz. But you take that number, and then you just you have to portion out, you know, your serving size, and then either multiply it if you're doing like 2 servings, or if you're doing 1 serving, whatever, and then that counts as your macros, and you'll do that to keep track. Now, if you're doing that on a whim and you're inexperienced, that is extremely hard. I do not recommend you do that. But if you know you're first getting, you know, but if you're experienced, it'll probably be easier for you just because you know how macros work and all that kind of shit. Now, if you're a beginner and you're trying to do that, or trying to calculate or track your macros to lose weight, this is what I do because I'm not that great at it either. But what I do is I have a handy dandy notebook. Not this one. It's actually right next to me. Handy dandy notebook in which I, you know, go through all my meals and I have them all written down there. And I write out serving sizes as well as nutrients for, like, not everything because that's obnoxious, but at least for like the important stuff like your calories, carbs, proteins, fats. I also do sodium because I noticed that with my body in particular, it really, the more sodium I have in my system, the more I hold on to water. Makes me bloated in certain areas that I don't want to be bloated at. So again, that's knowing your own body and knowing how your body works. Mine in particular likes to hold on to sodium. So you know, those are the only things that I actually write down from each meal that I make. I also have I don't have it on the screen now, but I have MyFitnessPal, great app for that, in the sense that it'll do the math for you, as well as you can actually make your own recipes on there and put them in there for easy use, you know what I'm saying? So you can use MyFitnessPal, you can keep track of it on paper, you can keep track of it in your mind if you're like super smart and trust yourself. Good luck. Or if you have time to even do that, because I don't know. I feel like the busier you are with life, the less, you know, time you actually have to memorize that kind of stuff, you know. Whereas if you're not doing anything, then it's a little bit easier. But you know, those are just some tricks that I use with that, and that's how you keep track of this stuff. Another thing that people asked me was, okay, I had a guy who tried to tell me, oh yeah, you can't convince me that steak is healthy for you. Yes and no. In moderation, it can be healthy for you. Obviously, if you eat nothing but steak, hey, no shit. You know, Captain Obvious over here. But if you have it in moderation, as well as you read your nutritional facts and calculate, you know, how much intake you're taking of that steak, it can be healthy for you. Now, again, more advanced level of bodybuilding, once you're starting to compete, that's when you start to really look at, okay, how much sugar, you know, or what is it that I'm eating? Because then it does play a small role in it, but for just traditional healthy living, want to get back into shape, me personally, I don't find it that serious. Just as long as you're keeping it in moderation, you know what I'm saying? But on a more advanced level, yes, you know, on a beginner, okay, an example, on a beginner level, oh, I can have a cookie, you know, every once in a blue moon. You shouldn't, but you can, as long as you have the macros for it. Or if you want to, you know, do a cheat day or treat yourself or whatever, right? Once in a while, meaning once a week, or no more than once a week, I should say. But it definitely should be less than a week, you know. Whereas on an advanced level, if you were trying to compete, can I have a cookie once a week? No, because of how your body stores fat cells and a whole bunch of other complicated stuff that, again, for the purposes of this beginner video, I'm not going to go into. If you want to see that more advanced video, definitely comment in the comment section below. Let me know that you guys want to see that, you know, if you want to see it. So, but as for right now, I'm not going to do that kind of video just yet. Let me think. Another question that I got. Okay, so one other thing was like, how do you deal with cravings? Really tough. For me personally, I find I really have, cravings come on after I do a cardio session. Like, it's pretty bad. Now, here's how I handle it. I'll do it on a week basis, right? Let's say it's Monday. I just finished cardio, I have a craving, I don't treat myself. But I tell myself, okay, you know what? Friday will be your cheat day. Yes, I do have cheat days. And that kind of like, helps me, okay, that helps me mentally think, okay, it's not that bad, you're going to get a cheat day coming up pretty soon, just hold on out. And that normally helps me get through till Friday. Now, on the actual cheat day itself, that does not mean I'm going all crazy, all out. Because while, yes, I want to treat myself once a week, I don't want to set myself back either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a go crazy type of deal. It's just okay, this is something that I do once a week, so that way I don't go off the deep end and completely fall off my diet. If you're someone with a little bit, better self-control, then you maybe only have it once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks, or maybe you don't do it at all. I don't know. I know myself, and I would think most average people, not so much. So that's why I normally try to treat myself once a week. Again, it's not a full day of going crazy, but maybe I'll do like one meal, you know what I'm saying, normally like my afternoon, or I'll do a lunch, you know what I'm saying, where I get to go out and have whatever I want. So then again, I try not to go too crazy on that, because again, the whole idea is that I want to get to my goal. I'm doing this that way it's not painful, the entire trip, but my end goal is to reach my goal weight, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So yeah, that's just some questions that I've had asked of me with this whole dieting thing. And and another thing is, doesn't it suck? Yeah, it does sometimes, but after a while, and especially once you get on the ball, and you're hitting your stuff every week, you're like, oh shit, I feel pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And you'll actually want to eat healthy as opposed to it feeling like a chore. You just gotta give yourself some time with it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So for me, not that bad. Alright, so that's all the information stuff done. You can either close out the video, or you can keep watching to figure out where I've been at. Mystery. Where I've been at. Long story short, basically I have just been fucking swamped between work, and if it's not work, then me trying to catch up for work and whatnot from the times that I was busy working and shit like that. Basically over the last 2-3 weeks, I've been actually traveling for work, going to multiple states. We're doing this whole big project at work, so it's really nice getting to travel and stuff like that, but it's gotten me so busy that I can barely even work out. It's legitimately, my normal schedule is normally 6 days a week, but now I've had to move it down to either 3 days, you know what I'm saying? Just that way I can try to keep up. And yeah, the hotels have gyms and shit like that, but I mean, if you've ever tried to work out at a hotel gym, yeah, it's not really, unless you're staying at a big ass fancy one, they're not shit. So, cardio machines and all that, but outside of that, that's about it. So, I've just been traveling, I was in New York for a little bit, I was in Maryland, Minnesota, a little bit of traveling like that, as well as, I do, if you don't know, now you know, I am in the Army Reserves, so, I had my military drill one weekend that was the weekend before traveling, so I couldn't really get anything done, and the time that I have been home, I've been trying to catch up with either everything else that I've had to put on hold because I've been traveling, or, to be perfectly honest with you, just kind of get some sleep. I think last week I did 55, 56 hours, you know what I'm saying? So, while they all haven't been that high, it still hasn't been very low. So, it's been just a crazy hectic time with all that stuff. So, that's why I haven't been able to record. But I'm hoping, and I do have more travel coming up in the next coming weeks. So I'm gonna try to either record some videos and keep them, in my storage things. That way, when I'm out, I can just upload and call it a day. But we'll see what happens. So either I'll record in advance, that way you guys have something to view, or you guys let me know actually in the comments. I had a friend tell me that I should do this. I don't know if you guys would actually care enough. I might just do it anyway, just so I can put something up, and keep you guys in the loop. Because I feel bad because I haven't really talked to you guys in a couple weeks, and just kind of fell off the map. But you guys let me know. Would you guys want me to record all my traveling? That would be a couple clips in the airport, while wherever I'm at, some scenery, shit like that. Wouldn't necessarily be fitness related. Unless I can find an actual legitimate gym. So you guys let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. But yeah, so that's where I've been at. Just a lot of work, military, trying to sleep, trying to get stuff done that I had put on hold, and trying to still have a social life. You know what I'm saying? Can't be all work and no fun, right? So yeah, especially with the weather getting nice out now. Over here in Illinois, I think today was a high of 75. Yeah, 75, 78, some shit like that. I don't know. So yeah, I've been enjoying that too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. Thanks you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. If you like this, go ahead and thumb up. Subscribe if you want to see some more videos like this. And if you do nothing else, please remember to share them. On that note, I am out.